Dr. Joshua Nderitu, family physician. This evening, we are going to look at the consistent feeling of tiredness. What if I told you that the reason you feel exhausted all the time is not that you are lazy, is not your age, and not even being overworked, but a silent energy thief hiding in your daily routine. One you can defeat naturally starting today. So, if you're constantly asking yourself, why am I always so tired? You are not alone, but you are also not stuck. So, this evening, we are going to help you uncover the real reasons behind your fatigue and show you simple and natural ways to feel like yourself again, energetic, alive, and focused. So, persistent fatigue is a silent epidemic, and it has become the new normal. Almost everyone is feeling very tired. So how does it look like in a society? 1 in 3 adults reports regular fatigue. Then burnout is now considered like a workplace syndrome, something that we have to endure on a daily basis. And even teenagers are chronically tired. So that's what I want you to remember, that this is because the systems are broken down. This could be physical, could be mental, or it could also be emotional. So what are the root causes of this emotional fatigue? One, let us break it down into the various parts for the sake of clarity. One is poor sleep quality. It is not just the hours, but also the quality of the sleep that you have. We go to bed after using screens, stress is with us, we have taken high doses of sugar, and this destroys your deep sleep. And then you wake up often overwhelmed. Then the blood sugar imbalance. The low cost of energy, if you take a high bout of sugar from possibly refined carbohydrates, could be skipping meals, no proteins at all. This causes a sudden surge of your glucose, and this can cause you to have persistent fatigue. And then the hidden culprit is the adrenal fatigue. The adrenal is a gland that is behind, on top of the kidneys, that is responsible for secretion of various hormones like cortisol. And when you have a surge and a low of these hormones, then this will cause you to have persistent fatigue. Then the other thing that can make you to have this persistent fatigue is nutritional deficiencies. You could be having deficiencies in vitamin B12, iron, magnesium, vitamin D, and this will lead to low energy levels in your body. Then many of these deficiencies, we do not even know that we have them, because they are micronutrients, and we do not know that the diet we are consuming are deficient in these hormones. Then we have chronic stress from various sources and mental overload. And this leads to cortisol overload, and cortisol is a hormone that again is produced by the adrenal gland, which is a small gland, very small, that is on top of the kidneys. And when it overproduces these hormones, then you have this persistent fatigue. And your body always feels like it is in danger. So it is always on fight and the fright mode, which makes you feel overwhelmed and feel you are not in control. It's like you have unforeseen forces that are fighting with you. Then the other thing that can make you have this persistent fatigue is dehydration. If you don't take adequate fluids. And the amount of fluid that you take in any given day is determined by your weight and also your activity. So if you want to know how much water, on an average, we talk about 2 to 3 liters. But if you want to be very specific, then take your weight, multiply that by 0.03, and you'll get the amount of water that you are supposed to take on a daily basis. Then the other determining factors will also be like if you're working outdoors, you're exposed to hot sun, this will make you lose more fluid. If you have conditions like you are coughing, you have fever, you have diarrhea, or you are vomiting, this will also increase your demand on your fluid levels. Then for people who are exercising, if you have been involved in intense exercises, then this will also need you to build up your fluid needs to a higher level. So because if you have been exercising aggressively and intensely, then you might need to add your fluid levels by about 500 ml so that you cover up for what you are losing through sweating because of the exercises. And even 2% dehydration can mean mental fog. Then also poor gut health. And your gut health is determined by the food you eat and also by the microflora that you have in your stomach or in your gut. So if there's an abnormality in your gut health, then this can lead to mental exhaustion. And for you to control and maintain your gut health, then you need to have adequate nutrition, which is balanced. So how do we fix this persistent feeling of being exhausted? One, we have the 4R morning routine. One is revive, dehydrate, realign, and refuel. So how do you define the natural light? Just spending some time in the sun and just getting the natural sunlight for about 10 minutes in the early morning can be a booster. Then for the first 30 minutes after you wake up, keep away from screens, and this will give you your mental capacity rejuvenation. Then rehydrate. The first thing that you start in the morning, start with a glass of water. If you like it, you can add some warm lemon, and also you can possibly add a pinch of sea salt just to build your electrolyte balance. Then realign. This would mean like 5 minutes of deep breathing or or a connection with your inner self. And this could be through mindfulness for 10 to 15 minutes, doing some form of mental prayer, or doing some deep breathing. And I've talked about taking deep breath, where you spend some minutes just trying to take a deep breath, and then you hold, then you breathe out. This helps you to build the energy and to rebuild your oxygen capacity, and also re-energizes your brain. Then refuel. You can take breakfast, which is high in protein and also high fiber. Like for example, if you take a smoothie with peanuts or banana or almond with some butter, this will really help you. Then the other thing that you can do is ensure that you have natural sleep. And before you get to bed, because your sleep is determined by what you do before you get to sleep. So if you are on electronics for the last 90 minutes before you get to bed, then definitely your mind will be disturbed. And I encourage you that for the last 90 minutes before you sleep, unread, no screens, dim the lights, and then you can enjoy a warm bath or take something that has high magnesium. Then you can take some herbal tea or anything that will help you to build up your melatonin so that you have a good night's sleep. And then make your bedroom a sanctuary. Make it cool, dark, quiet, no screen. Your bedroom is only meant for two things, sleep and sex when necessary. Then balancing your blood sugar. How do you do this? One of the things is that we are getting used, and we have been used to eating the refined sugar. And this we keep munching on small amounts of food almost every 2 hours. But I would encourage that you go for the whole grain meals with plenty of vegetables and eat every 3 to 4 hours. And they always pair carbohydrates with protein so that the carbohydrates are slowly absorbed in your body. And you should also have plenty of vegetables so that the carbohydrates slowly get into your bloodstream without causing insulin surges, because insulin surge causes an inflammatory process which affects your insulin, and then this will affect your energy levels. Then also include healthy fats in your diet, like the olive oil and the omega-3s, which help your brain to re-energize and build its capacity. Then avoid the energy vampires. Which are these energy vampires? Things that will put you on high alert and with high insulin surges. These include things like sugar in your foods, sodas, and then the ultra-processed snacks, because these are getting to the body at a very high speed, and then they cause sugar surges, and this is not good for your nutrition and for your energy levels. Then nutritional boost, ensuring that you have adequate supply of the vitamins like the B12, iron, magnesium, selenium. And where can you get these? They are readily available from the green leafy vegetables. Things like B12 are readily available from the animal proteins like things like liver and even the normal beef. So make sure that you have adequate supply of these B12, iron, and also vitamin D3. Then eat energy foods like the leafy green vegetables, whole grains like maize meal. Even if you have to use things like ugali or rice or chapatis, you can have them made from wholemeal flour. And this will be energizing and it will have a high nutrient content. Then also feeding with things like nuts and also pumpkin seeds. They are very high in selenium, and this is very good for your nerve and for mental alertness. Then movement, daily gentle movement. Movement is energy, and it keeps your mind well alert. So find time for some walk, like you can do 10 to 15 minutes after your meals, and this will help your digestion, and it will also help build your energy levels. Then sunrise, I've talked about it, and allowing yourself some time in the sunrise, and also allowing yourself some movement so that you can nourish your skin with the natural vitamin D. And then this will help your mitochondria to use the energy levels so that you have energy. Then some stretching or some yoga or any other exercise that you can do to boost your movement, and also muscle building exercises. They will be very helpful to you to be able to overcome this persistent mental fatigue and general body fatigue. So let's look at some of the other things that affect your energy levels, including the mindset and also the energy. So emotional fatigue. So what would cause you? You might be feeling tired because you are not living in alignment with what gives you life. And this would mean that you have issues that are constantly nagging your mind. And sometimes looking at the problems, when you look at issues, they become overwhelming. But when you break down a big issue into small portions, then you are able to see it in a true perspective. You have a big problem that is facing you, but when you look at the small bits, and then you look, what am I able to do for the time being? I would encourage you that don't make your mind be a basket, that everything you carry it in your brain, and it is not very clear. It is foggy. It is not able to, you are not able to break it down. When you learn to put things down, you see them in perspective, and you can be able to see the small bit, and then you can choose one action that you can be able to take immediately, and this might make a difference on how your tomorrow will be. So journaling is a very important part of mindfulness. Then we have prayer. Remember always, we came from a creator, and unless we align ourselves with our maker, then we will feel we always have some deficiencies. So it is always good to know that there is a higher power that is in control of our lives, and always align yourself with what you believe you believe in. Then nature time, just having time to walk in the open, either in the mornings or in the evening, enjoying that sunset or that rising sun helps your mind to calm down, and also helps you to enjoy nature. And also when you walk, for example, if you live where there are natural forests, then just taking a walk around there, feeling the breeze, hearing the bird sing to the evening breeze, then it becomes your mind. Then be connecting with your passions and also people. It has been shown that even if you exercise and you eat healthy and you have no connection with others, then you are like someone who is smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So have time for your friends, have time for your family, be able to reconnect. And when you do this, then you have people to lean on when things and the going get very tough. And also, you also have people to share with your problems. And once a problem is shared, then it's a problem halved. So if you learn to practice this, your body will whisper before it screams, and the fatigue is a whisper, and you can be able to fight it before you are overwhelmed. So now you know the truth. Of course, the other thing that I would want to say at this point is that sometimes you have done all these things and still you are not feeling okay. When this happens, you have looked at your sleep, you have looked at your activities, you have looked at your exercise program, then think, could you be having some unforeseen illness that you are not aware of? Some of the things that medically can make you to feel this persistent stress and the persistent fatigue include some hormonal problems, like if you have low thyroid hormones or high thyroid hormones, if you have high blood sugar, if you have low hemoglobin levels, and any of the medical problems, many of them can present with general fatigue. And if you feel that you could be unwell, and of course, usually most of the illnesses will be accompanied by other symptoms. Like if you have abnormal sugars, you may feel excessive thirst, you may feel, you may be passing urine more frequently than usual. You may be feeling more thirsty than usual. And if you have some of the other symptoms that could be red flag for an illness, then it's always good to check with your health provider, so that if you have any illness, a diagnosis can be made and the appropriate treatment is instituted. So you now know the truth. You are not broken. You are not just out of breathing. And with the right daily steps, you can be able to reclaim your energy naturally. So I encourage you, comment what you think has been draining you on the comment section of this live presentation. Is it the food that you are eating that are draining you? Is it lack of exercise that is draining you? Is it inadequate sleep? Is it lack of adequate hydration? Is it some emotional issues that you have been having? Could you be sick? Make your comment on this live. And I would also encourage you that you subscribe to the Overall Health YouTube channel for more of this content. We will also give you tips on how to live better and how to improve your health. Share this with someone whom you feel could benefit from our content. And if you have any of these medical conditions like diabetes, you are having hypertension, you're having obesity or overweight, and you need help, we have the Health Insights 360 coaching program, which will help you to build your energy and boost your life, and also help you overcome, be able to get your weight to normal and overcome conditions like diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and the like. Also share this video with someone who you feel has always been feeling tired and might benefit from this content. So I welcome content, I welcome questions, so that if you have anything that you feel we can share together, I can be able to share with you this evening. Any questions that you can see on the screen? So to move together, I get to know what is bothering you, I get to know what are some of the things that are affecting you. So any question, any comment, or anything that you didn't know and you have known this evening, I would be grateful to know. And I would be grateful to know whether this live presentation was helpful to you. So I welcome any question, any concerns, any comments that you have that would be of help to you this evening. Anything that you have learned in this live presentation, I would be grateful to answer your question and also know what are some of your concerns, some of the issues that you might be having. So let us know what are some of the questions that you have or any comments that you have. Questions, comments, what is your feeling about this topic, about this persistent fatigue? Is it something that any of you have experienced? Are you feeling overwhelmed by anything? Or you are feeling you are coping up? And if you are coping up, this would also be a good session to share with us what have been your source of energy. What have you been doing to feel re-energized, to overcome persistent fatigue? So in the absence of any questions or comment, I thank you very much for joining this live. I encourage you that you'll be having these lives at 5 on Mondays and also on Thursdays. Feel free to join, and I also encourage you to make your suggestion on topic that you would want us to cover on this live. And I also encourage you that you share our content with your friends and families, and also subscribe to the Overall Health channel for more content. And you can also follow me on other social media channels like X, Instagram, Facebook, and also LinkedIn. You can also follow our blog on the Wellness Health Services website. We have blogs on various topics, and I also have a newsletter article in LinkedIn where I share various experiences and also various aspects of life, and also various topics that might be of importance for people's health. So thank you very much. Welcome to our next live on Thursday. I look forward to meeting you again. And thank you very much for joining us. God bless you.